Do you believe that our immigration system is built on white supremacy?
No, sir.
Well, you said it, Professor. Now, did you lie here, or are you lying to us today?
No, I did not write that statement. That I'm on the board of directors of an organization called the California Immigrant Policy Center that advocates for legislative changes in the state of California to improve the lives of immigrants. I'm not aware of that statement.
Well, you ought to go look at your website.
Are you talking about my personal website?
I'm talking about the California Immigrant Policy Center.
Yes, I'm not aware of that statement
whose
on the
board you
California
sit.
Immigrant
You
Policy Center's
say
website.
that the immigration enforcement system in America today is, quote, built on white supremacy.
Senator John Kennedy systematically destroys Professor Tom Wong during a Senate immigration hearing, catching the Democratic expert witness in multiple contradictions about his organization's radical positions. This is one of the most devastating cross-examinations you'll ever see in Congress. In this explosive exchange, Kennedy exposes that Professor Wong serves on the board of directors for the California Immigrant Policy Center, an organization whose website claims the immigration enforcement system is built on white supremacy and must be dismantled. When confronted with these direct quotes from his own organization's website, Wong claims he's not aware of the statements, leading to Kennedy's brutal accusation that the professor is lying either on the website or under oath to Congress. The confrontation escalates when Kennedy reveals the organization's goal to strategically push ICE out of California communities, then connects this radical position directly to a grieving mother in the room whose daughter was raped and murdered by MS-13 gang members. Kennedy's devastating question, whether eliminating ICE would help prevent young women from being murdered, left Wong scrambling for answers. Let's dive into the main video.
Professor Wong, you're a professor from California, is that right?
Yes.
And you were invited here as an expert today by our Democratic colleagues?
Yes.
Okay. You're on the board of directors of the California Immigrant Policy Center. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
And I'm looking at your website. You and the center believe, I want to quote, if that's okay. According to you and the center, quote, the immigration enforcement system is built on white supremacy, economic exploitation, and criminalization, and must be dismantled, end quote. Is that correct?
I'm not aware of that statement.
Here it is, right from your website, and you're on the board of directors. Do you believe that our immigration system is built on white supremacy?
No, sir.
Well, you said it, Professor. Now, did you lie here, or are you lying to us today?
No, I did not write that statement. That I'm on the board of directors of an organization called the California Immigrant Policy Center that advocates for legislative changes in the state of California to improve the lives of immigrants. I'm not aware of that statement.
Well, you ought to go look at your website.
Are you talking about my personal website?
I'm talking about the California Immigrant Policy Center.
Yes, I'm not aware of that statement
whose
on the
board you
California
sit.
Immigrant
You
Policy Center's
say
website.
That the immigration enforcement system in America today is, quote, built on white supremacy.
That's not my statement.
Yes, it is.
That's not my statement.
You're on the board. It's built on economic exploitation, and it's built on criminalization, and it must be dismantled. You also say, you in the center, that you want to, quote, strategically push ICE out of our communities across California, end quote. Wow.
So an extensive body of research shows that interior immigration enforcement, to the extent that ICE partners with local police, has chilling effects across immigrant communities and their families.
Did you listen to Ms. Noble's testimony?
Yes, I did, with great concern.
Yeah. You think getting rid of ICE is gonna help young women not be raped and murdered by MS-13 gang members? Is that your answer to
No, that's
bringing
not.
justice to Mrs. Noble's daughter? Is to
No.
call her a white supremacist and say that she believes in economically exploiting people?
No, that's not. You are attributing a statement to me that I did not make.
Yes, sir, you did. It's on your website.
Time has expired, Senator.
Senator John Kennedy delivered a masterclass in accountability, exposing the dangerous hypocrisy of progressive immigration advocates who hide behind academic credentials while promoting radical policies that get Americans killed. His systematic dismantling of Professor Tom Wong wasn't political theater. It was essential oversight of organizations working to undermine American sovereignty and public safety. Kennedy did what too few senators have the courage to do. He brought receipts. He didn't rely on hearsay or partisan talking points. He printed out the actual website of Wong's organization and read their own words back to them. When Wong claimed ignorance of statements calling immigration enforcement white supremacist, Kennedy exposed either incompetence or dishonesty. A board member who doesn't know his organization's core positions is either lying or utterly unqualified to testify as an expert. The senator's genius was connecting abstract policy to real human tragedy. Patty Moyle Noble sat in that room, a mother whose daughter was brutally raped and murdered by MS-13 gang members who should have been deported. Wong's organization literally advocates for pushing ICE, the agency responsible for removing such criminals, out of communities. Kennedy forced Wong to confront the moral obscenity of that position while looking at a grieving mother. Progressive activists have perfected the art of using sanitized academic language in public while publishing extremist positions for their base. They call for abolishing ICE on their websites but claim to merely want reform when testifying to Congress. They accuse immigration enforcement of white supremacy in their policy papers, but act offended when asked to defend that position under oath. Kennedy refused to let Wong play that game. The chairman's intervention, claiming Kennedy was inappropriate for catching Wong in lies, revealed everything wrong with congressional Democrats. They invite radical activists posing as neutral experts, then cry foul when Republicans expose the deception. Witnesses are under oath precisely because lying to Congress is a crime. Kennedy had every right to point out contradictions between Wong's testimony and his organization's public positions. This exchange represents why Americans elected Donald Trump and gave Republicans control. They're tired of open borders advocates hiding behind academic credentials. They're tired of organizations calling them white supremacists for wanting laws enforced. They're tired of experts who care more about illegal immigrants than American victims. Kennedy gave voice to that frustration brilliantly, methodically, and devastatingly, leaving Wong's credibility in ruins where it belonged.